Hello everybody, Blippity Blop here, and today we have a very special video indeed, because today we're going to be unboxing a sealed version of the collector's edition of Final Fantasy XIV. And not just any collector's edition, this is the old version 1, so there are not so many of these lying around in sealed state. When I got this, I also happened to get a physical copy that has the code for the Garland goggles, but I will be doing a video on that separately. So the other thing to keep in mind is that this video will be edited to avoid any difficulties with sensitive information like the codes themselves. So please bear that in mind. And on to the opening itself. Okay, so I have opened the outer box that I received the game in, as in the particle. Let's take this out. Okay, here we go. Feast your eyes on that. There we go. As I said, this is the physical copy with the Garland goggles, but that will be done in a separate video. Okay, so I'm going to want to be very careful how I open this. Got a Stanley knife here. And that is the primary incision. Should point out this is PAL, by the way. Thing about Square Enix, I'm not sure about other games at the moment, but certainly is the case with Final Fantasy XIV, is that they are region locked, which means codes for, say, an American version, NTSC, will not work with PAL. So you need to be very careful of things like that. I seem to have got some brown tape stuck on my finger there. Yeah, that's actually something very important to consider. So if you do find codes lying around on, say, Amazon or eBay and the like, you must keep that in mind. I don't believe Square offer support if you've got an incorrect version. Okay, let's see the goodies inside. Remember, this is sealed. It's from 2010, so this is the first time it has seen daylight. And already I can see the small security token. There it is. I will not be showing the back of it for obvious reasons. The obvious reason being it has a code on it. Okay. Here is the game itself, but we'll be going on to that soon. Now, inside the collector's edition there are a bunch of physical items. And this is the art book, and what's interesting about the art book is that it's formatted in a very interesting style. It actually is styled like a journal, so you can see all the interesting designs from within the game, the classes, but this is actually something that could be quite functional, though I personally am not going to draw all over it, but if you wanted to, you could actually use this as a journal. And let's have a look at what else we've got in here, because we're going to have some trinkets. This is the map of Eorzea. How's that pronounced? Eorzea or Eorzea? trouble opening it. Okay. Fold it out. Actually a very nice cloth material, seems very well printed. It's lovely, isn't it? Okay, I'll put that to one side. The expected trinket from this collector's edition. Something you don't see very often. It's a flask of some sort, and has this leather, or at least leather effect sleeve on it, which has Final Fantasy XIV engraved into it. No, I don't intend to actually use it. I'm going to be quite careful about how I do this in terms of the codes, the item codes, registration code, which registration code will not work anymore, given that the game was relaunched. Apologies for the noise outside. I do live by a main road. And apologies for how long it's taken to open this. Quite an auspicious moment. It's opening a time capsule. Right, there we go. And be careful how comes with a guest pass, and we'll take out the product registration card. And the special item. This is the onion helm. To use a manual, the discs, which I believe it comes with a making of DVD, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the making of a realm. Not sure how clear that is. If the camera will focus on it, hopefully. Bring them out. And there we go. That is the collector's edition of Final Fantasy XIV. Hope you enjoyed the video, and any comments or suggestions, feel free to post them. Bye bye.